Welcome back to the basement, the friendliest place on YouTube.
It's Basement Let's Play. We're playing Cyber Shadow. Ted's got the controller, and there's no enemies left anywhere in the whole wide world.
How did I do that?
That's amazing. Oh, Mr. Consistent.
Dude,
the correct method.
I did pick the correct method. I just jumped like too early or something.
Yeah.
I just gotta get the right timing.
Yeah, you just gotta jump a little later. Just running just as fast as you can. Holding on to one another's hands. Trying to get over into the night. Nice, good. Well,
it was good.
It was pretty good. He's figuring it out. That was good. All right. I wish you all the luck. I think moving was probably a good idea here. Nice, nice, not bad. Actually flawless now. Well, whoa, they take a lot of health. Dude, they're not taking one. No wonder I was dying so much.
I got an eye booger. It was just at a bad time. Like, you know how they like glob into your eye and then you get like a weird gunk?
Right out of your nose? That happens to me. When an actual booger gets in my eye. We're not talking about eye boogers, right?
Correct.
Real boogers. By the way, we got some very accommodating or accepting or tolerant comments about our conversation of like humans smelling themselves to make sure that they're healthy, you know? Like
I didn't see the responses to that conversation, but I'm very curious to see what that spawned.
Right, yeah, so what were we talking about? Something else better, I think.
Ouch.
Dude, that's hard, is getting the parry every time. It's like you could be too close and yet still far enough away that it doesn't hit you, you know? But too close to pull off the parry. I think you got the right strat here. It's just book it.
Just get the heck out of there. Get the heck out of Dodge.
I remember that strategy. Well, okay, now hold on now. You got yourself a nice little...
Got yourself a nice little you died.
A little safe space, a little cozy.
So what did people say about smelling your armpits and your belly button lint?
Some people, the general impression that I don't want to name names, but like, it's comforting to hear other people talk about it. You know, because it's definitely the kind of thing that everybody does.
Right, it's weird, because it's not like...
nobody talks about, and maybe not everybody does, but it's like, I mean, come on, like everybody picks their nose once in a while. Even though it's disgusting and terrible, it's like, if your nose is clogged and you're out and alone and you don't have Kleenex, like you just need to do the old pick and flick and get breathing again.
My problem is that, like, I think about all the times I've seen somebody with a booger hanging in their nose.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm like...
Dude, you're hitting your head on the top of that gap.
I know. How do I not do that? It's so dumb. It's a badly placed gap.
Yeah, you hit it. You want to hit it on... Yeah, I don't know. Jump later, earlier, or something.
If I jump... Yeah, I gotta jump earlier, apparently.
No, dash later. Dash and jump late. It can be done.
Dash and jump later?
Yeah, like boom. Oh, that didn't have...
Right, if you do a dash jump
you
there...
you could use SP and dash with Y in the air.
Okay.
And that solves it. Oh, stupid. Hey, if you're hitting your head on that thing, I wonder if you can actually wall slide. Shortcut it. I don't know. You just gotta go fast.
That was in a bubble.
And then more skulls were coming alive. They're all online, bro.
It was an accident. I didn't mean to do that.
Like when I hit the home screen button.
That is you flipping out. I don't know how you accidentally hit that. It's not an accident. Yes,
it is.
No, it is just a failure to control yourself.
And I hit all the buttons on the controller, kind of ish. I just move all around, and then that button is sometimes one of the ones that I hit.
The worst part about it is multiple times now you've like quit the game on accident.
Undone our progress.
Right.
Oh, your orbit gum is gone.
This is how it feels to chew 5 gum.
And it was and then that skull was off screen and you had to guess. And your guess was close. Fortunately, we're not playing Cyber Horseshoe or Hand Grenade Shadow. What else
Cyber close only counts in Cyber Horseshoe or Horse Grenade Shadows.
What else does close count in? Is it really just horseshoes and hand grenades?
Close counts in cameo appearances in Hook.
Glenn Close. How about wow, Orbiter's number 1. How about
Yeah, you need the Orbiter. There's no way this is even doable without it.
what's the one where the all the guys with brooms sweep the ice while the thing is?
Oh yeah, curling.
Yeah, close counts in curling.
There are a lot of games where close counts in. You know,
Horseshoes and hand grenades. Don't be so
basketball.
Basketball.
That's like one of the only ones it doesn't count in.
Sometimes football. If the referees are in your back pocket. I'm looking at you, New Orleans. If anyone's watching, they're a New Orleans Saints fan, justify to me why I shouldn't ban you from the channel. Tell me that you've watched for a long time, or you really like and comment a lot, or you forgive me for being a Vikings fan or something. Otherwise, if you admit it, you're gone. You're toast.
So do they actually cheat? Like, what's the deal? Like, how can you cheat?
Well, okay, so I'm being a little...
They have referees, right? Or do the referees cheat? Are the referees the losers?
So baseball is what's considered like a statistically pure game. You can literally, it's actually a metric. You can count the number of errors made in a baseball game.
Okay.
In football, the ball is not round, right? It's shaped funny, so it bounces funny.
How? Why did that not go? Oh, that's so dumb.
And the whole thing is like, certain penalties are subjective, right? It's like pass interference. Well, it's up to the ref that day, you know? And some refs call it more often than others, but there's kind of an understanding that that's okay as long as the refs that call it a lot for both teams, or the refs that don't count it very often, don't count it very often for both teams.
Is it subjective? Like pass interference, there's like clear rules about what counts.
There are rules that have a lot of verbiage to them, but they don't account for every... It gets a little vague, right? So there are concepts of like completing the catch that people get upset about how they're interpreted in certain instances. And there definitely is some like opinion baked into how those decisions get made. You're doing really good.
Thank you.
And also there are certain like referee calls that aren't reviewable. So if you say, oh, that was this penalty, then that's it. There's no review, even if the replay shows that clearly what they said was not the case. Do good. Oh, you're down to 1. You had 4, so you could take a hit from a skull, which are costing you 3. But it was shown conclusively that
dang it,
the New Orleans coaching staff, this is over a decade old now, did violate league rules to the point where the head coach was suspended from the league without pay for a year. And the defensive coordinator was suspended indefinitely, and then they ended up letting him in after 2 years.
So what rules were they violating? Were they like telling people like just go for the helmet, and that way people won't like, you know, eventually you'll not get caught?
No, they were paying
like that kind of idea.
They were paying players cash under the table for injuring opponents.
Whoa!
Which is really bad. Like really bad. And they won the Super Bowl that year. Which is really bad. So I will say though that my kids and wife all know the name of the defensive coordinator of the New Orleans Saints from that season. And they know that if I ever see him in real life, if a volcano isn't handy to push him into, then I'll probably just like run him over with my car or whatever.
Wow. That's how, wow. Murder. You've heard it here, folks. If that guy ever dies, it's Peter.
It's funny though, because
especially if there's a volcano or a car involved. Or both.
Dude, I would absolutely drive my car right into a volcano.
Oh, nice. That is helpful.
That is helpful.
Why is my Orbiter not orbiting though? Oh, it's not an orb anymore.
Oh, you got a different thing.
No.
It's slowly feeding you SP.
Okay. That's not helpful.
That's true.
I wanted the thing I had.
How did you end up with a different thing? Must have been a drop somewhere.
Yeah, dude dropped it. Which, I mean, like, it'd be nice, but it totally threw me off.
To put a button on this side conversation, though, it's all a bit tongue-in-cheek. Like, it was definitely upsetting at the time. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, you kind of need an object of wrath, even if it's not super serious. And like, we could joke about it. If you're watching a movie and like the villain is really bad, that was really good. You could say, well, at least he's not Greg Williams. That's the name of the guy.
That's the guy you're gonna remember.
Right.
Okay.
But see, the thing is, I don't think I really would. My kids have asked me a couple of times, Dad, what would you really do if you saw Greg Williams? I'd say, well, I'd have a few words with them and, you know, I'd probably shake his hand and ask him what he has in common with
Yes, dude, I didn't take a single hit. Look at my dude, my orb thing is still full.
That's true. Well done.
Wow.
How does that happen? Isn't it so funny? Because like at the checkpoint.
Story.
Ooh. Log
16, the essence and spirit appear to act in opposition through shared mechanisms. The former is a stillness of sorts that grounds a being in the physical world, while the latter is pure intent, materialized into physical form.
Hey, if you see an NPC, attack it and kill it, okay?
Sounds good, especially if it seems like it's like the thing that we loved the entire game.
What if it made the game longer?
With essence extracted from a carrier vessel, I can bring forth new life. The extraction process is invariably fatal for the donor subject.
Well, it sounds like
the new vessel is left slightly unstable by this trauma.
And old life. Is that really that much of a...
Spirit energy can be harvested for use in high-power weapon systems. The donor survives extraction, but is greatly weakened. That's interesting.
So they're making progress.
What do they say? What's the difference here? This is the essence and the spirit. Two different things. Mm-hmm. One is a stillness that grounds a being to the physical world. The other is pure intent.
So
physical form.
Oh, you already did that one. So the later one was saying that you could bring new life, but it was fatal to the donor. And the last one was saying that it's not fatal to the donor, but that it was extremely weakened.
Right.
So I don't know if those were different things, and I read too fast, or if it was like a progress thing. Whoa, you only got one hit left on your orbiter. You could beat those guys. You're okay right now. You're okay. Is that a crushed car at the bottom of this thing?
Sure.
Whoa. Dude, never-ending skulls. They're creepy, man. They go fast. Okay, that definitely looks like a thing to avoid.
Yeah, just got tight.
And that other one's like perma-avoid. The surface. The baby.
Get out of here, the baby, the sky.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bullet. Have we talked about Super Beard Bros?
I don't know. I'm trying to focus on not losing my orbiter.
I felt really bad because I asked a question and then I looked at you silently, which is like exactly what I criticized about you doing.
We've talked a little bit about Super Beard Bros.
Yeah.
Dude, look at that, man.
I think of it every time you say the baby about Terminal Montage Metroid.
Yeah.
Because they played the Kaizo Mario and Beard Bro number 2 would say the bullet anytime a bullet bill. Because those Kaizos, it's like, load state, die, load state, die, load state, die, load state, squeeze through, frame perfect, save state.
Oh, I finally lost my orb.
Load state, die, load state, die, load state, die. And so you'd end up running through the same scenario 20 times, or I don't know, 120 times.
Yep.
If there's a bullet involved. Alex, I think is his name. Ladies and gentlemen,
the bullet.
Always made me laugh. Turn into a Samus ball.
I wish I could, but I can't, so I won't.
Dude, they're just glorping all over you. Oh, this is the end of the road.
My orbiter. Dude, I liked the orbiter. We're buying another one.
Do it.
Yeah. We don't need to activate spirit recovery, though.
Yeah, we're down to 58,
Boom.
so...
Plus, it'd give you a bunch right there.
Oh, nice. It seems like those green things might be a good place to grind. I like that those blue-orange robots jump in from the background.
Yeah,
Are you
very
noticing
cool.
that?
Very, very cool.
That's quite cool. Oh, it's a little puppy. Wow. Yeah, Orbiter's definitely helping with those warps. Bloop!
Hey, you just gotta, you know, you got it.
Man, I did better earlier in the night.
Was that?
Nintendo.
That was my Arlo.
That was a good Arlo.
Earlier tonight it was.
Yeah, it was a better Arlo earlier.
Orlo?
It was an Urlo. Was it us that were talking about like making a blue
Alternate
puppet
names,
and
yeah.
calling him Rolla?
Yeah. Or like Armo.
Armo, that's right. That was the one.
yeah, 'cause it would be
He's an arm.
Like a puppet. Ooh, the door.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The door.
the door.
Little bit of optional platforming here. A little bit of fat forming. A little bit of platforming.
A little bit of fat forming. Sure.
Oh, this is gonna be like Dream World USA, maybe.
Here's another one. Yeah, baby. Well, hey, that's it for this episode.
Oh, thanks for
Next time we're
joining
gonna
us.
check out what this glowing dead body is all about.
You'll have to come back for that one in a week. Until next time, Basement Dwellers, we think that you are less having water drip on you constantly like that guy is than
The planet Jupiter, which honestly doesn't have water dropping on it at all.
in the basement.
Does it?
I don't know.